Good morning, sunshiners. I hope your day is going great. I'm here in nice cold Wyoming, so I'm finding a project to do indoors today. And it gets very cold here. And so I'm making a crazy quilt for one of my grandsons. And it is a very fun project. And all the little clothes that either have a stain or he's worn holes in or something, I can trim around and then do this crazy quilt. And what I have here is just an old sheet, and it was one we were going to throw out because I had too many holes to donate, so I'm repurposing it. And some of the things that you're going to need is a pin cushion. I have lots of pins. These are quilting pins, and I really love them. I don't know how well you can see that, sorry. There we go. And then I have needles that I already pre-threaded. For just the general sewing, I just use whatever kind of thread I have. And then you're going to, if you're like me, you need some readers. And I have a whole bag of embroidery thread that I haven't used on other projects, so this is a good way to use that up. And when I'm sitting and watching TV, I just go ahead and I sew around these. My stitches aren't perfect, and they don't have to be. It's a crazy quilt. I come back later and then I do this stitch on top to make it fun. And I don't always have to have the same color. That's the great thing about a crazy quilt. It's crazy. You can make it really super beautiful, or you can make it fun like this one's going to be for my grandson. It's got all kinds of his old pajamas and tops that he used to love to wear. And he will grow out of this one day. I understand that part. But what I do is I take a needle that I've already pre-threaded. And you can do this on the sewing machine too. I don't always have the sewing machine available, so I do a lot of hand stitching. And you can make this, the seam however thick you want it to be. Anyway, you get the idea on that. So that's how I do the first part. And then I come through with the embroidery thread, and then I just do a crisscross. You can do whatever you want. It's totally up to you. You pick a fun stitch and then go ahead and do that. I have some jeans. Like I said, I donate a whole bunch of material and clothing to Goodwill and Salvation Army. But some of these are just so worn out that I can't do that, so I just use what material I have left that's good. And what I do is I take it and I just position it so it's fun. Like his little underwear, I put a patch here so any kind of stain wouldn't be an issue for him, and then it makes it a little bit more private and a little bit more fun. The more material you use, the funner it is. And it's really super fun to put these elements in that he's so excited about, his undies and stuff. It's really fun for him. So I just start pinning it on there. If I need to turn it under, I turn it under as I go. And then later on, when I'm sitting and watching TV, then I'll go ahead and sew these. And it also keeps me warm while I'm sewing this, so it's a win-win. And then this will give his bed an extra layer of warmth, which is really, really important here. The cold Wyoming winds just pretty much cut through. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is a crazy quilt. If you want to make yours super perfect, then you can. I take the materials that are easier to turn under and lay them on top. And this creates layers and warmth. And I just pin it down as I go. This particular black stuff here, it was an old pair of leggings that just, some parts were worn out, so I thought that'd be fun to put in here. And I'm just pinning this down. Now, when I get ready to finish this, I'm going to take a layer of the batting and I'm going to put it on the back. And then I'm going to have another piece of material that is better, that doesn't have any holes in it or everything. So it'll be finished and it'll be beautiful when I get it done. And it'll be very fun. And my videos aren't perfect. They're just meant to inspire a person to go ahead and do a crazy quilt or something. Don't be intimidated by it. And then you can see I just take different materials as I'm going and just pin it down, and it becomes so fun. I can't tell you enough how much I made one for my oldest son, and he just really loved it. Of course, he grew out of it. They always do, but be careful. These pins are sharp. And then I have plenty of jean material. Worn out knees, worn out this or that. You get the idea. And I like to take in, position it, and I make sure that everything looks cute. I'm gonna turn, no, I'm just gonna put this under here. Oh, yeah, I need to turn this under. And most of the time when I do this, I have a nice hot cup of tea and I have the music going, or, you know, I'm watching TV or keeping myself entertained. And you just kind of, you know, you smooth it out as you go and you make sure that it looks the way you want it to look. If you wanted to stuff it as you go, you could do that. I mean, it's a crazy quilt to go crazy. That's the fun part of it. hope my videos inspire you. They're not perfect again. And these are just self-help videos, so hopefully I inspire you to do these projects on your own and not be intimidated. This little pajama, he had some stains on it, but it's so fun, so I'm gonna work that in here. And I might just have to end up turning all of these under and then make sure that it's on top, because he just absolutely loved these pajamas when he was wearing them. And so I'll work that in there. A crazy quilt, you can just enjoy it so much, and you can just play around and do whatever works for you. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day.